of contraction or muscle contraction, which is
isometric contraction. So this term isometric contraction
Great
is meant to describe...
Incredible.
Thanks, Clifton. Shut up now.
Hey everybody, welcome to Seriously Lighthearted Yoga. Today we're starting or expanding on our subsection here of muscle contractions. We're going to be talking about the first type, and that is isometric muscle contraction.
Woohoo!
Which is what? Okay.
Yeah, guys, so isometric muscle contraction is muscle contraction that is intended to stop movement at a joint. Stop movement at a joint or prohibit it, to make it so that it doesn't happen. And this is something that is a protective mechanism for your joints because, say, when they're like overextended or something, you are creating strain in the ligament. Those joint reaction forces that we talked about with stretching also apply here with this contraction. The idea of isometric contraction is that you are not allowing the movement to occur. So, so if you think about it, when you're like bending your elbow, to keep it bent, you have to both be flexing, like say, the bicep a little bit to keep it in the bent shape, the tricep a little bit to make sure that there's not a creation of movement. So there's sort of equal and opposite forces that usually go into controlling this joint movement. And this isometric contraction, again, is what stops the movement. So that's the kind of the first form of contraction that we'll think about, and remembering that contraction is the idea of strength, and when you are aware of it in your yoga practice, it has a great ability to kind of increase your strength very, very quickly if you're aware of it. The isometric contraction as like a strengthening exercise is, say, when you're holding a pose for 30-45 seconds and there is part of your body that you are intentionally contracting to protect, say, another part. Like when you're in a back bend and you're bringing your navel in towards your spine to kind of take a lot of that weight off of your lower back so that it's not all kind of isolated to that area. This is sort of that contraction that is allowing or preventing movement and building the strength. So,
yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be two opposing forces, and like Kai said, you are still engaging your core, your abdomen, even though you're also contracting your back. This is what isometric is it's the kind of the opposing muscle contraction,
keeping you in stasis.
Yeah. keeping you in a position.
Yeah.
And when you're holding a pose, that of course is what's building strength, is the contraction of both of those muscles sort of fighting each other, rather intentionally, but fighting each other nonetheless, and building that strength, building the strength over time. So let us know if you guys have any questions. Otherwise,
see you
give
tomorrow.
somebody a high five. Come back.